Hi, I'm Charisse.
And I'm Holly, and welcome to our Ask Mom series today on eating disorders.
I do know that, a lot of girls struggle with this, and I feel like a big problem in our culture is you get so much kudos on how you look, right? Because of that, then girls end up with these disorders.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they think they're supposed to look like whoever their favorite model is or like their favorite TV show character, and frankly, they're starving themselves too.
Yeah, exactly.
They are struggling to eat as little as possible so that they can be micro thin because they think that's what you want to see them looking like.
Right.
And so it is a difficult thing in our culture to not be built like a small little tiny teeny stick thin girl and to try to be that when that's not your DNA.
Right. That has
And
genetics has a lot to do with it.
Frankly, girls come in all different beautiful shapes and sizes. And, trying to look like your very thin friend or like someone that you admire, it's just often not possible. Trust me, the boys are not only looking at the tall, skinny ones, they're looking at all the girls. So if it's about boys, trust me, they will think you're beautiful too.
Right.
However you're built.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a difference between dieting and feeling like I want my body to be healthy and maybe I gained a little bit of weight and I want to, I'll exercise a little bit more and I'll make sure I'm eating lots of good healthy food and not gorging on bad food. There's a difference between that and having it almost become like a self-inflicted punishment where you never eat a bite of anything because in your head you are huge and you're overweight and no amount of people telling you how good you look or how thin you are ever makes you feel like you really are thin. And so you just take one of two approaches usually.
Which is?
Bulimia or anorexia tend to be the two ways that people start to obsess over it. And so with bulimia, you eat huge amounts of food and then you force
anything you want.
And anything you want, junk food. I mean, in particular, usually you're not gorging on a watermelon, right?
Right. Or carrot sticks.
Right, and then you're throwing it up. And that is super dangerous behavior. I mean, both anorexia and bulimia are super dangerous for lots of reasons. But bulimia is dangerous because you can actually still gain a lot of weight and not understand why. And the truth is your body absorbs those calories super fast, faster than you can throw them up. And so you can still be gaining weight and not understanding why. So you continue the behavior thinking you're going to lose weight, and in fact you just don't. It can also change your ability to even be able to have children.
Not a good thing. It affects your teeth. It affects the enamel on your teeth because of all the acids coming back up.
That's not pretty.
No, you get nice yellow pitted teeth.
Bad breath.
Yeah. Because your body's going through ketosis, so it's starving itself. And so you're breaking down all of that, and so you can get bad breath. You can get bad odor from it also, just coming out of your pores.
Beyond what physically your body can respond to, it's mentally. You're damaging your thought process on who you are and what is valuable about you. And sometimes girls do this because they are just horribly depressed. They feel like they don't have a voice in the world. They feel like no one really listens to them or understands them. They don't have a good support network. And so this is frankly something they can just control that maybe someone else can't control for them.
If you're starting to have these disorders, there's something a lot deeper than just these disorders and just you looking pretty. If you're already doing it, you really need to seek professional help.
Right.
And you need to seek it fast because the longer it goes on, the more damage you're doing to yourself psychologically and physically.
But I think you're right. I think most of the time it's rooted in something much deeper where you're feeling that sadness. Your heart is just hurting for some reason or another, and this is a way of, trying to control things that you can't control,
Right.
So some ways that you can get some help. If there's any adult that you trust, go talk to them. If it's your counselor or a teacher, if it's, like a school counselor or a teacher, if it's a friend and you really, really like her mom, then, tell her mom about what's going on for you, or tell your friend and say, I want you to tell your mom. And allow there to be some adult who knows what's going on for you that can help you talk to your parents. If you don't feel like you can just go right to your parents and say, something really is going on and I need some help because I'm worried about what this is going to do to me.
Right.
You could, if you have a doctor's appointment coming up, a lot of times if you're, older, if you're like 15 or older, a doctor will want to talk alone with you as well, usually to talk about sexual sort of things, like how your body is growing and changing. But so if you could always ask to be alone with your doctor to be able to talk about this, and you could tell your doctor, you could do a Google search and type in something like helplines for eating disorders, and lots of websites have 800 numbers in various areas, in various countries that you can call that are free. They're toll free, and you just call and say, I think I have a problem with this and I don't know what to do next. I need some help with this. And it's all anonymous, and they don't call and tell anybody. It's really going to be your decision when you're ready to get help. But here's an adult who understands what you're going through. They're not there to say, what on earth were you doing, and what were you thinking, and what's wrong with you?
Right.
They're there because they get it. They've either been through it, or they've had family members that have been through it, or they've taken classes to help them know how to counsel people who are going through it. And so you could, have an open dialogue with somebody who's going to understand. Mm-hmm. So we hope this video helps you with some of that. Mm-hmm. And if you have questions, you can write them to Holly Charisse@yahoo.com. We always put it underneath our videos, and we're happy to answer your questions or help you think through these kinds of tough topics.
I'm Charisse.
I'm Holly.
Thanks for watching.